Hey everybody, Goosebumps for Dummies here, and happy November. It is officially the penultimate month of the year. Yeah, we are almost at Christmas time. It is crazy. Technically, it is Christmas time, because people don't even like Thanksgiving. Myself included, even though my looks deny that. But we are here with another video, as always, and today I want to discuss the classic Goosebumps series, and a particular opinion I've had about it for the past year, ever since we've gotten the past 2 waves of reprints. And I've got some thoughts, let me tell you. The classic Goosebumps series has been going for almost 20 years. Yeah, that's crazy. In 2028, it'll have been 20 years since this thing started, with the initial release, I believe, of that Dead House reprint. That was a special edition with the original Jacobus artwork. It's been way too long, man. I feel really old, because I was born a year after that. Yes, I'm a baby. Technically, I'm also Unk at the same time, but besides the point, this series is old, so it was bound to change a lot within its lifespan. And change it has. In the past 2 waves of Goosebumps classic reprints, word that weirdly, we've gotten some cover changes, thanks to Brandon Dorman stepping into retirement from the Goosebumps series. I don't know if he's retired from artistry, I just know he isn't doing Goosebumps anymore. So, with that, they had to find a new artist. Or they really didn't. I mean, they did with Robert Ball for the mainline books, but not the classic Goosebumps reprints. With big releases for Goosebumps as a franchise, specifically in film, we get classic Goosebumps reprints, usually. And with the new Disney Plus series if you want to call it that, it's plural in itself series, we have gotten 2 waves of reprints. And I really wanted to talk about them because they use the Jacobus cover art. And I don't like that. I'm not even kidding. So, with the February release last year, this was to help promote Season 1, just a few months afterwards. I believe this was around the time that Season 2 got announced, too. It's pretty cool. We got these. Not including reprints, because we also got those. I think we got a Ghost Next Door one. And these were the first of the reprints to feature Jacobus' artwork. And I don't know how I felt on them then, but and now, I don't really like them, especially this one. This one does not look very good, especially with the extension of the artwork. It's now blue everywhere, and it just does not look good. But it's really coming down to the fact that it has this ugly font. Really? Why, man? I don't even dislike the font itself. I think it worked with Dorman's artwork. Not that I think it's perfect or spectacular. I still like the older Goosebumps fonts more. Or just, I think there's better alternatives out there, probably. But it doesn't clash at all really well with these. It clashes horribly. This doesn't look good, like, at all. I like both in their own rights, the font and the artwork, but they just don't work together. It looks like shit, in my opinion, and I don't really like it. Then last year in October, we got a second wave with a lot more books, and this was for Season 2. We got these. And, well, I love Egg Monsters, one of my favorite books. Admittedly, it does not clash well, even though I like to see this artwork once more. Still love that book, I swear, but damn, that just doesn't clash well. This one, I think, is the only one that kind of clashes okayly, probably just because of the color scheme. It feels like it makes a bit more sense. And I know they even tried here, obviously, because the colors kind of match, but it still doesn't look very good. These two don't look very, good. Again, this looks kind of crappy with this horrible clash with the covers and the font. Again, here of part 2. It just doesn't look good. And I don't like that. I know I'm sounding like a whiny bitch because, well, you might be thinking, a lot of people actually wanted this change. Which kind of doesn't surprise me because obviously this is a very popular stance in the community. Jacobus is the best cover artist, at least compared to Brandon Dorman. And I also don't really like him as much as Jacobus. I mean, his artwork. Again, not the person. But I also think he does a great job with what he does, especially with his later catalog for the Goosebumps series. He did a great job with Slap Your World Most Wanted and some of those later reprints. Though I must say, he's not perfect, nor is Jacobus, but I don't like him as much. But that's not to say we needed to get Jacobus back in here, especially with these ugly font clashes with the old art. I think if we were to bring back Jacobus' artwork, we should have just kept it with the retro tins. You can't even see them. They're over there. And it's just like, that would have been fine enough. Why did we need to do it with the actual reprints that you can buy individually? I don't know. And here's where I'm at. I think we should be giving new artists, whether it be Robert Ball, more work, or different artists, these covers to do. Because I would really like to see some new flair into these original stories, artworks, kind of like how Brandon Norman was kind of going off those a little, and obviously the story and all that, and giving it its own unique touch, giving it its own perspective, its own identity. I like that. I want that again. I'm just saying, I don't think this is the best avenue we should have gone down. And if we were to keep doing this, I would be pretty disappointed with the classic Goosebumps series. I just don't think it looks very well, and I think there's a better alternative to give the series more life than just reusing old artwork for the sake of nostalgia, even if it is better by most people's standards. But yeah, that's really all I want to say. I don't really like this cover change, and I want to see if anybody agrees, because I have actually seen people say, this doesn't look very good, and Brandon Norman's was at least new. And that's exactly where I stand. I like the new art, like brand new, fresh art, more than just reusing the old ones. It's fine with retro to reprints, because that's the whole point, but classic Goosebumps reprints, I think they should just be doing new artwork, whether it be Brandon Norman, who is retired from Goosebumps, or Robert Ball, who is the main cover artist as of now, or just brand new artists. That's all I'm getting at. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, and tell me what you think down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.